What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Thank you guys for tuning in again. And in this video, what I wanted to do is I wanted to show you guys, look, I got some special guests in the garden today, ones that I don't want here, cats. But so today, I wanted to give you guys a real quick, simple, and inexpensive way to deal with animals in your garden that keep wanting to eat your vegetables and stuff like that. If you have small plants or even some larger ones, I just wanted to give you guys a quick, simple, easy solution and relatively inexpensive solution to that pest problem. All right, so as soon as we get back, we're going to jump right into it. So let's go. So like I was saying, guys, so everybody has those pests that keep coming to the garden and trying to eat your vegetables. And I'm talking about above ground animals like squirrels, cats. Some people have deer, stuff like that. Yes, I did say cats. Even though cats don't eat, well, I haven't, in my experience, the cats haven't eaten the vegetables, but they like to use them for litter boxes, which I don't appreciate. And I'm pretty sure that you guys don't either, right? So I'm gonna show you guys how we're going to deal with those same pests this year with some relatively simple and inexpensive items that I found at the Dollar Tree. All right. Now I can't take all the credit for this idea. What actually happened was I went to a composting class a gentleman had at his house. He had at his home, and when I got there, I noticed that he had all these little, maybe 10-foot, 12-foot tall trash cans, like the wire weave baskets, just like stacked up in the corner. And I was like, man, he sure got a lot of trash cans. I'm like, and then it dawned on me, I was like, oh, for his new starts or his smaller plants, he probably covers those with the trash cans. And they looked like they came out of the Dollar Tree. They weren't expensive. They did not look like high quality things. And I'm talking, he had a stack of them, so they must have been relatively cheap. So I was like, that's a good idea. So I wanted to do the same thing. So when I went to the Dollar Tree, unfortunately, I couldn't find the same baskets that he had. I mean, I guess I could have went to the 99-cent store and did the same thing, but I couldn't find the same items. So instead, what I walked out with out of the Dollar Tree was this. Same idea, same concept, right? So once again, we're not talking about keeping out like bugs and stuff like that, even though you can keep bugs out with this. All you have to do is using the same basket, just wrap it in some plastic. If you want to take the time out to wrap it in some saran wrap, or maybe get the Dollar Tree also has painter's plastic. It's a cheap, thinner version. It's like, I don't even think it's a full mil thick, right? But you can grab that, wrap your basket in it, and then you have kind of a self-contained greenhouse just for an individual plant. Now, obviously, this is not going to be for anything that's going to grow larger than the basket, right? But if you have a problem with rodents coming in and eating your new starts or your plants, especially when they're young, this is a way to keep them out. And I'm gonna just show you how quick and easy it is to get this thing in place. Super simple, super easy, and because of that, this video is not going to be long at all. But check this out. So right here I have two what are these, crookneck zucchinis, right? Planted right here. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this thing, throw it on top, just like that, and that's it, man. And then if you want to, we do have a lot of wind. Now you would think that the wind wouldn't bother this too much since it has so many holes. It'll just pass right through. So if I wanted to keep this thing in place, all I had to do was grab something like this rock right here, throw it on top, weigh it down, and now the squirrels, the birds, if you have a strawberry plant, the birds won't come down and get the strawberries. The deer can't get to that if you have a deer problem eating your little fruits and vegetables or whatever like that. So that's it. That's a real quick and inexpensive way. Each basket runs about $1. Now, what are you going to do when you have a larger plant? Obviously, you're going to have to get something a little bit bigger. And that's going to probably run you a little bit more money. But if you want to just protect your starts, protect smaller plants from animals, anything like that, that's a great alternative right there. Now, we don't have to worry about the deer or the squirrels or the birds or whatever else that's going to plague us with our garden, right? We grow this stuff for us, not for them, right? All right, so now the next thing I want to show you guys is how to deal with cats. Now, when we moved here, we had a cat, and there were a lot of stray cats in the neighborhood, and those stray cats and our cat produce more cats. So now, but the only problem is that our cat, I don't know, I think she had like a change of heart. She didn't want to be with us anymore or something, so she wouldn't let us around the kittens. So now the kittens don't know us, but they're always in the garden, especially one in particular, and he or she was in here when I first came out. But they like to use our raised beds, especially the ones that we're prepping to plant something in, especially those. But they'll even use a raised bed that actually has something growing. They'll actually use that for a litter box as well. So they don't care. So I'm going to show you another inexpensive solution to cats using your raised beds for a litter box. Now, hopefully, this method will also deter any other rodents from coming in and getting close and actually bothering with your plants at all, right? But I do know from experience that this will work to keep them out of your raised beds. And all this is just a pack of forks, once again from the Dollar Tree. This is what, 48 forks, man. 48 forks for $1. You get a couple of these, you probably can cover your entire garden with forks and keeping any kind of rodents or cats out of your raised beds. And I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with them. So check it out. So we have our forks. We're gonna take we're gonna take a few of them out, a couple of them out, and all I'm gonna do is stick them down in the soil where I want them to be at. Now the idea is not to leave so much space in here that they can find their way through and get comfortable, right? I want them to be uncomfortable. So it's whatever pattern that you want to use. I'm not using any particular pattern right now. I'm just going to put them in, right? Maybe you can go diagonal from corner to corner, then this way also, and then you just kind of fill in the spaces. But this is just to give you an idea of what you can do with the forks to kind of keep the animals out. It looks like one of them has been in here already. All right, guys, so that's it. There's 2 cheap and effective ways to keep rodents out of your garden beds. And honestly, when you think about it, the forks alone may actually keep anything else out of the garden that's small enough that has to get into the bed to get to the plant. A deer, obviously, it ain't gonna do nothing, right? Right? It's gonna just be decoration for the deer. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, they put forks in here, very well, right? And they're gonna just eat it. But something smaller, maybe that'll actually be a deterrent. Something as small as a squirrel, not so much. It's gonna just be like go right through those things. But anything larger than that is gonna make it rather uncomfortable for them to come into your raised bed. So like I said, that's it. 2 quick and inexpensive ways for you to protect your garden bed from any type of rodents or animals that may be invading. All right, so if you found this video useful, please give us a thumbs up. like the video, subscribe to the channel, and we're going to try to continue to pump out more content like this that's going to be beneficial, especially to the new gardeners, because we still consider ourselves new gardeners. So there's a lot of things that we're learning in the process. So so don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Let us know that you were here, and we appreciate you guys for stopping by. Until next time, y'all take care. Peace out.